Blue Lock has been sweeping the anime community since it began airing this season. The World Cup has only encouraged people. The story of the search to create the world's greatest striker is one that has managed to garner a lot of attention. But like every manga and anime, it's not free of controversy. And one of the biggest controversies in this story is its very premise. When Ego gathered 300 high school students and told them he was going to train them into Ego is capable of overcoming the odds and making one of them the best striker in the world, it understandably rubbed people the wrong way. After all, football is a team sport. How can being a self-centered egoist possibly prove anything? Wouldn't such a philosophy create a self-centered fool who fails to understand the importance of his team in the game? However, this criticism comes from a fundamental misunderstanding of how Blue Lock ties its themes of ego to the concept of teamwork and collaboration. Despite its reputation and the tone it sets up at the beginning, Blue Lock as a story isn't really against the idea of collaboration with a team. But teamwork isn't what Blue Lock is designed to foster. It's meant to train one person to be the world's greatest striker. To forget that is to set yourself up to misunderstand what's happening. Blue Lock's environment is meant to break its characters' mindsets in order to spur them on into evolving their playstyles while taking control of their team. It's how Burū was able to take control of his team and force them to work together through his own skill. According to Blue Lock's philosophy, the most important thing to do to win a football game is to score goals. It's around the ability to score those goals that a team is built. But in order to do that, Ego believes that the players need an increased desire to win. By forcing them into a situation where they are clashing with each other, it means that those with the strongest desire and ability to control themselves and their teams have the best chance of success. That's why the first round allows teams the leeway of one loss and one tie. Isagi states that a striker needs the ability to turn 0 into 1. That is, they need the ego, potential and skills to turn the 0 of Blue Lock's chaos into the 1 of scoring a goal. Once that's possible, the team's chaos will settle into a more proper attempt at playing football. But crucially, this means that those who can't find a way to score and find themselves simply relying on those who can for the whole of phase 1 will have significantly lower chances of passing the competition. While its Hunger Game-esque structure is extreme and unrealistic, at least to the degree you'd expect from anime, its main theme is focused on building the desire and drive to win, as well as making its players learn how they can improve. And most importantly, the story never actually disregards the concept of teamwork and other positions. Ego says that when football was first played, every position was originally a striker before the game settled into what it is now. And the same can be seen in the show and manga. It simply evolved to create the other positions. Looking back on Burū's goal, while it was impressive that he could score a goal on his own even when everyone was against him, it was only after his team began to gather and support him that Team Z truly began to be completely dominated. Like Ego says, a striker may be able to turn 0 into 1, but it's their teammates who can turn that 1 into 100. But take a good look at the scorecard. Burū, arguably the most selfish and self-centered lead player in all of Building 5, is also the one who has lost almost every match. If he had faced the more connected Team Z of later in the season, it's almost guaranteed he'd have lost that match too. Every other team that was better able to work together was able to beat him. And not to spoil too much for the anime onlys, but season 2 is going to dig much deeper into this. Ego's reason for creating Blue Lock was about breaking the mentality of the characters in order to give them what he believes is the correct mindset necessary to win. He states Japan's current mentality is overly focused on relying on positions you've been given, which is less ideal for a sport like football with ever-changing physical positions. And as someone who just spent 4 months in an international business class studying cultural differences across countries, I kind of believe him. Blue Lock's brand of ego isn't the complete abandonment of team play, but the need to instill a drive and hunger into players to spur their success. Once that drive has been so instilled into them, it can allow for higher levels of play, ones that are only enhanced by the chemical reactions of their playstyles working together to overcome obstacles. The story never tries to discount the use of other players and positions, and in fact on many occasions points out just how important those are for achieving true success. But those are stories for later seasons. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more content and share this with everyone you've ever talked to. Thank you and good day.